Okay, so today we make our transition then from product markets into factor markets. Finally, today we start Unit 5. And so everything that we have done up until right now has been, product market related, which is Units 2 through 4, really. Unit 5 then finally transitions us into factor markets. I think the best way to remember the word factor in econ is to take us back to the circular flow of the economy. The circular flow of the economy is a basic relationship example that brings us into the beginning of economics that talks about the difference of households versus the business. The households then represent consumers. There's that word that we've used many times. And business represent producers. In our economy, in the American free enterprise economy, the interaction of consumers and producers dictate price in product markets. And so the product market is what we studied through supply and demand, and the product market represents the buying and selling of stuff. And the product market, if you recall, it was just a simple graph that looks like so: supply, demand, price, quantity. This is a product market. We did this graph a great many times. Stuff, of course, we can't really say. We have to make sure we know that stuff would be what we call consumer goods and services. That is your technical definition. And then what we know is that businesses sell stuff, and businesses sell stuff in the product market so that they can then make money. We, the people, we buy stuff in the product market because we want stuff. Whether it's your iPhone, your iPad, your Samsung Android, whether it's a watch, whether it's a computer, whether it's coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, that is stuff. That is consumer goods and services. And product markets then give us the generic abstract idea of the way supply and demand interacts in the world to determine price. A cup of coffee costs $1 at McDonald's, or maybe it's $2 at Starbucks, but it's all about $1 to $2. Now, the other half of the circular flow of the economy then is what we call factor markets. And this is our transition into Unit 5. Factor markets are a fancy way of saying resources. And if you recall, we learned the resources as the acronym CEL. The acronym CEL stands for capital, entrepreneurship, land, and labor. That was a lesson from August. And so factor markets are what businesses use to produce. They use the resources to build the stuff that they're trying to sell. So for example, if businesses are selling shoes, then we know that the business sells shoes. They need leather, they need cloth, they need dye so they can make the leather colorful. They need machinery, they need tools, and they need people. These things collectively then are the factors that businesses use to build. And so businesses spend money in the factor markets, and then from the factor markets, they get their resources. They use the resources then to produce the stuff that they sell. We, the people, we sell our labor. It's more than that. People have property rights, so people own their land. So people sell what's in their land to these businesses as well. Maybe it's a farmer selling their cows for the leather that become your shoes. These are all a piece of the puzzle. And then factor markets, businesses, what happens is we, the households, get our money out of the factor markets. I'm a teacher, so I sell my labor in the factor market to the business that is Bloom Township, that then produces it for you, the households. And it is the nature of the way the economy works. This is called the circular flow of the economy. Notice the money moves in the same direction And it is a symbiotic relationship. If businesses start to decline, then the households will start to lose money. If the households move out of the town, then the businesses will decline because no one's buying their stuff. This is the circular flow of the economy. Factor markets are our centerpiece that we're looking to review in this discussion. Anybody have any questions?